Hello everyone, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and today we're going to create layout number 1 from the Made with Sweetness scrapbooking workshop from Stampin Up. I love this paper collection. It is so cute. It's my favorite right now, so I definitely am excited to dive into the scrapbooking workshop. If you're new here, scrapbooking workshops come with all the supplies you need to create 3 different layouts. They have instructions on how to cut your paper, and then also give you some instructions on how to put the papers together, also the measurements of where to put like your photos and pages and things like that. And there's also always like an additional little tip. So this one is creating interactive pockets and adding details with embossing folders. So they give you tips and tricks on how to do that. So I have cut the papers for the first layout. So I have these right here. This is, I love this paper, this floral paper right here. And then we have our punch outs, and they've made it super easy by putting the number on the back. So I will be punching out all of those project ones. There's also a couple on there. Look how cute those are. I just love the bright colors. And here is the sticker sheet. We have some cute little ladybugs and bees, and it's just so pretty. It's like almost kind of a painted look. Really love the bright colors. You also will receive some photo placeholders. If you are not ready to scrapbook your photos yet, you can put these in place, or I sometimes use them as photo mats as well if I need to add an extra layer. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's all that I wanted to mention. I will be creating these layouts the next 3 weeks, so make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the second and third one. And I like to change them up just a little bit to kind of go more on my style. This one I think I might be just flipping the pages. I haven't really decided yet, and I still need to find my photos. So I'm gonna go get the nails done. It's past time, and then I will come right back here and we will start on layout number 1. Okay, so I'm back from getting the nails done. I tried to actually do a strawberry slush. How did I do? I'm like, we'll be working with this paper packet for the next couple weeks, so why not match, right? Okay, so I did find some photos that I wanted to scrapbook. These are actually of me when I was 9 months old. I'm not sure where I was, but I just laughed because some of the things in the background, like the chair that had like those fabric strips, and then like the rubber lounge chair. Oh my gosh, it just makes me laugh. So I found these 3 photos. And I really have always liked them. I first saw them in my mom's scrapbook. She has one of those long, like, memory books that you have to like sit out. And I just have always liked these photos. So I am going to use them. I thought it went really well with the yellow and the blue. I like the yellow in the flowers and the bees and things like that. So I did lay out the pieces to each side, and I already know, let me flip to the page, I already know that I'm going to be changing this. So this is how it kind of goes with the, and then this on top. That's just a lot of pink, and I'm not a huge fan of pink, but so I thought let's try a white, because I love a white. Usually that's my go-to when I'm scrapbooking, and I want to flip this one over to bring more of that blue in. And then we have this piece. So I tried that out, and it's great, but some of these accents that are going to be going down here, let's see if I can grab them, are white. So they get lost. So I'm like, okay, well, what color should we do? I mean, I could go back to the pink, But I thought, let's bring in some of that green. So I grabbed a piece of the Granny Apple Green. And there is a dark side and a light side. I'm going to go with the light side and use that as my base instead. So then we have this one and this one. I think that's super cute. Or maybe I should do the dark side. Let's see. Let's flip it over. It looks different in different lights. Let's go ahead and do the dark side, I think. So let's lay this down. Actually, before I do that, no, we're going to, sorry. I had so many ideas for this one. Let's lay this one down first. So this is an exclusive paper that only comes in this kit. It has the white on the back. Super cute, reminds me of strawberries. Okay, I want to add a little something down here. It just, when I put my photo on there, it looked a little plain. So I dug in my stash of stamps and I found these polka dots, and I thought, how cute would that be, little polka dots. This is from Up Petals, and let's grab that. And I have my block, and then I have my little Granny Apple Green spot. Is it called a stamp dot? I think. I love these little guys. They're so good just to have on hand. You can quickly add color. You can distress with these. So I'm going to random stamp a bunch of these on the bottom. And I think that will just add just a little bit more to this page. Okay, so do you know the trick with random stamping? If you do not, let me share with you. You do them in like triangles. So here's my first one. Then I'm going to kind of turn my stamp and do one here. So there's that one. And then I'll do one over here, and it forms kind of a triangle. So that kind of helps you keep them evenly spaced and looking like that's what you meant to do. I'm actually going to go off the page down here. Want a couple, maybe right there. Definitely one in the corner. Okay. And then let's keep going. Do you random stamp on your pages or to make your own backgrounds? Let me know in the comments. It's something we used to do all the time, not so much anymore, but I definitely felt like this green down here needed something. So I pulled this little guy out and I was like, that will be perfect. You can do dots like with a pencil eraser, but I thought this worked out perfect. They're not perfect, they're a little wonky, but be perfect for that. Okay, so then I'm actually going to take this little spot and edge distress it. So what I love about these little spots, it's super easy to edge distress with them. These little spots are easy to take with you and store, and you can get so many colors. And they also come in like some of this card kits and the paper pumpkins. So I've collected a few and I just keep a little box of them. And when I'm doing a project like this, it makes it super easy. Okay, so now we have that, and we can let's put that away. This one down. I guess I didn't have to do all that stamping up there. I thought it would come down a little bit more. Do I want to add more? I think I'm okay. So I just did a couple more than I needed to. That's all right. Okay, so this one I flipped over. I'm going to use the flower side because it is like my favorite pattern in this paper packet. So I definitely wanted to use it. Okay, so now we have this blue piece. This is Misty Moonlight. Again, I have this little, oh, I haven't used it before. It's a newbie. The Misty Moonlight ink spot. Pretty sure this one came in a card kit of some sort. And we're going to use that. There's probably an easier way to open these. I didn't realize it wasn't opened. So I do have the larger ink pad, but these little spots are so much more convenient to add a little distress to the edge. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. If you haven't heard, Stampin' Up is switching their stamp design to Close to My Heart's design, those magnetic ones, and they make really good ink pads to distress as well. So I'm super excited to get those back. They're kind of like this, but larger. Okay, so let's put this down. It's supposed to go this way, and there's a couple photos, and I'm actually going to just do one large 5x7. So I printed this on my Epson paper PictureMate 400 or something like that, and I can do 5x7. So we just did, instead of doing the 3 little ones, I'm just going to do one large one. I'm going to flip this way and use that kind of as a little accent like that. So I'm still using the same pieces, just changing it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna set it right there because I want to offset just a little bit. And I'm gonna hold off on that because there is a little special thing we're going to do on this one. I've printed off a 4x3. There is a little pocket, like I mentioned before, that we're going to make to put under this photo. Oh, did I not glue that down? Did I? Oh, I do have glue on it. I just didn't push it good enough. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So this little guy is going to go underneath the photo. And I chose this photo because it's kind of like just a silly photo, but I want to include it because it kind of has I have a funny face. But I don't necessarily want it like on the front of the page. So we are going to go ahead and do this as a pull-out. So what I'm going to do is actually flip this around like this. Okay. And line that up. And take some foam. I have these strips right here I can use, and make a little pocket. Okay. So I'm going to just line this up so this one won't, so it won't get lost behind the photo. And it'll have a spot for it. Okay, I haven't done this one or pocket for quite a while actually. Okay, so I'm going to add some more 3D foam to the other pieces. This is a great way to use up some of those edges as they all come off. Okay, just go like that. It doesn't have to be pretty. No one's going to see the back side of it. And then we can peel these off and lay this down. You can take this little pocket out for a second. You could also use that pocket for journaling if you wanted to do a little hidden journaling. You totally can do that. I thought it was fun with the photo idea. Okay, so let's decide. Let's put it about right there. lay that straight. And then, oops, we have that little spot for that photo. Isn't that cool? Such a fun little idea. Now, if you are putting these in photo protectors, which you probably, everybody is, you can just alter your photo page protector and slice it open right there, and then have, so you can pull the tab in and out if you would like. I'm not going to show you how to do that today. There's a lot of videos that you can look online to do that, but that is something that you can do. All right, so let's kind of move on to the rights page. I had to think for a minute. I gotta do my left and my right. Okay, so here are the pieces for that. And you probably have already figured out I am going to be flipping this paper because I love the blue side so much. Then we have the pink, and then we have the blue. And look how cute this paper is. It has a little jams on the back, but it has a really cute spot for journaling, and that goes on here. And since I brought in the granny apple, I want to bring it in over here too. So I just cut a strip. This is just 1 inch to go on there. So let's go ahead and get this laid down. It goes about 2 1/4 down and 1 inch over. So let's add some adhesive to this. Okay, so we have 2 1/4 down and 1 inch over. So kind of just right there in the center. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then this little guy. Oh, let's edge distress him real quick. I'm using the light side of this Misty Moonlight just to make it a little bit softer. Look at the ball in the background of that photo. Isn't that funny? It reminds me of the Pixar ball, or the lamp, and when he jumps on it. We have the Lego set downstairs on, my kids did it, I can't remember. We got it for one of the holiday weekends that they could do together, and it was so cute. I actually have it sitting on one of our main shelves in our family room. It's just so cute. Just sitting there, the little guy. Okay. So this one is, I love Pixar, by the way. 3 3/4, so 1 2 3 and 3/4, and then 1/2. Okay. And then I want to add this one as well, maybe just like that. And I could cut it, but my trimmer somewhere else, so I am just going to tear it off. And I think I want to go ahead and add some dots to it as well, just so it's the same as the other side. Let me see if I have some scratch paper. I can, if I don't, mess up my mat and get ink everywhere. I'm just gonna add them right along. I don't think I need to go very far because we're not going to see that much after putting the photos on, but I'll just go a little bit further just in case, or let's just go all the way for fun. How about that? All right, and let's edge distress this as well. I don't like to use these little spots for stamping like big projects usually, just because they do tend to dry out a little bit faster, but definitely they are perfect for on the go. They have little sets of like 6, so you can get quite a few colors. Oh, and I like to get them in the sets to try out the color before I commit to a larger ink pad, just to make sure I'm gonna like the color. So that's another idea too. Okay, so let's add this to add that little green on the other side. I'm just gonna offset that just a little bit. Oh look, it's like exactly the same. Good job, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's see what photo. I have one more. I look so concerned. The little chubby hands, that kills me. It's so funny. Do you like to look at pictures of you when you were little? Let me know in the comments. It's like so funny. I'm like, oh, that poor little thing. What I would tell her now. Okay, so this on the layout instructions goes this way, but I'm going to change it to this way. So it's just going to be like pushing this over just a little bit more. And then so I'll have a little bit more space over here, or I can just move it, bring it in a little bit. So then we have this adorable paper. Isn't that the cutest? So cute. Perfect for school, or I don't know, spring, since it's in the spring one. Oh, I know, you could write little recipes on there because it's part of the jam set. That would be cute. Okay, so this is kind of butted up with this. I think I like that next to each other. Okay, now I think we have all the pieces. So now is the fun part of doing some of the decorating. So let's bring these back in. So I have my little tab. We have a perfect day, which I'm sure it was a perfect day. We have some of these strawberries and blueberries, and these are the punch outs. So they have the project one on the back. You can use other ones if you want to. You don't have to use what they tell you to. So it looks like that one goes over there. There's two down here. Oh, I'm so glad I used the green because look how cute. They're just so vibrant now. All right, and then there is, looks like a little leaf down here. Oh, now the leaf's not gonna, it's okay. There must be a sticker too because we don't have, oh wait, here's another one. This goes on this side and goes over here. And I kind of just like to put these where they have them in the picture, and then I can kind of go from there. So we have those up there, and then it looks like a couple over here, like one up here. Oh, these flowers, I love them so much. So cute. Okay, and then I have an extra. Oh, one up there, there we go. I do not have an extra, I just didn't see exactly where they go. I did also bring in some white twine just to kind of see if that would help add anything to this page. Okay, so the other technique I was telling you about was embossing. So we have 6 of these strawberry slush punch outs, and see they're all the project one. And they recommended the Ladybug embossing folder, I believe. Or yep, Ladybug Picnic. And I do not have that one, but I do have the Lazy Daisy one. So that's what we went with. So I actually stacked a couple of these on top of each other. As you see, this is the first one I did, and it kind of cracked the color. So if you stack like 3 on top of each other and then run it through, you won't get as much crack. So if that is helpful. Love the Lazy Daisy. I will put a list of all the supplies I used in the description of the video, so if there's something you want to go look back at, totally can. I do know we're supposed to cut one of these in half. I remember reading that in the instructions, which is really funny because I never read instructions. So the fact that I read that somewhere, it just kind of makes me laugh. So, yep, cut one embossed strawberry slush circle in half. Well, I don't have my trimmer, so we're gonna wing it. That's about half, right? It's gonna be tucked in, I believe, so we'll call it good. Okay, so it looks like there is one down here. Oh, I can't cover up the toesies. Nope, can't do it. And then it looks like maybe a half over here. Okay, right there. Okay, and then there's one right here. That's so fun. Just add a couple circles as little backgrounds for your what am I trying to say? For your clusters. There we go. That's the word. I am having a hard time with the words. There we go. You can kind of as a grounding point for your clusters. Super cute. I am guessing this half goes up there, and then we have so we have the 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So I don't know. I guess we cut one in half. So we have an extra. There's one that goes down here. Maybe I'm gonna have to cut that one a little bit because I have the pull out right there. And then there's one right there. So I'm actually going to cut another one in half. And then I have these little, I can take these extras and use them somewhere else or on a different project. So let's do that. Okay, I'm having issues getting things underneath there. That one, and then we have this one down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those in place, and then we will add the stickers. So I did pop a couple of these up, like the title and a couple of these flowers, just to give a little bit more dimension. I haven't put this one down yet because I need to put a sticker first. So let me grab the sticker sheet, which I just love this sticker sheet all by itself. Isn't this so cute? So we have a couple stickers we can add, and we have this up the top. It has Sweet Memories, which goes along with that green that I added over here. So perfect. So Sweet Memories. We have the jam over here. You know, I don't necessarily, I mean, we're not eating or anything, but, you know, we actually don't even have to put those on, I don't think. We could just leave the flowers and the fruit. Let's do that. Flower and the fruit. How about that? And then I could use those jams on something else. Oh, that would be so cute. Okay, so we kind of have this little area. We'll need to add a few things. Okay, so now we have our bees. Definitely need to add one. Let me just pop this up real quick. Now that I've changed my mind, we're not putting the jams. Just gonna add a little bee right there. And then there's a bee at the top. It actually kind of goes up there, but I like it better on the pink, so you can see it, or it pops out a little bit more. And then we have another one over here. Actually, I think I like it better down here. So I'm going to add it down here. And then there's two in this corner down here. I'll just add one just to see. And then maybe we'll add the second one that's supposed to be down here over here in this little spot. Okay, I'm trying to think. We could add some twine maybe if we wanted, but I think I'm good. I think I like it how it is. Okay, so I think I am done. I really like this. I could probably add some little accents. I'll have to go through my stash and see if there's some little things I want to add, but you have this cute little pocket that you can hide journaling or an additional photo. So fun. So I'll just leave that kind of out like that so you can see it. Okay, and just by flipping some papers and adding a different color, it just totally changed the look of this page. And again, I didn't use the jams just because there wasn't food or anything, but I just love the flowers. So I think it turned out perfect. If you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up. Maybe leave me a comment and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on layout number 2 that we'll be doing next week. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.